Welcome to Tales from the Caveside, where Lillian and Chris, we bought a cave house and finca on the outskirts of a small Spanish town. Follow us as we learn to renovate and create a home that we will be proud of. So I've got a little dog here that's feeling a little bit sorry for himself. He's still not come round from the anaesthesia. So the past couple of nights we've had him crying in the night, turning over, his neck, shoulder, whatever it is, hurting him. So I took him to the vets today. He was knocked out so that they could take proper x-rays where they wanted him rather than him trying to fight them on the x-ray table. And that was he was knocked out at about 2 o'clock and it's now gone 7 and he's only just starting to come round. So it's really knocked him for 6. The vet has had a good look at the x-rays and she thinks the damage that was with the bone has repaired. She couldn't see any damage now. I've got copies of both the x-rays. But she thinks now it's muscle and ligament damage around those bones that's obviously going to take even longer to heal because ligaments always do, don't they? So he is on anti-inflammatories for a month, basically, but I've got to take him back to be checked in 20 days. And he's been given strong pain relief for the night to make sure that he gets really good night's sleep because obviously, as we all know, sleep is the best healer. But the poor little guy is really feeling sorry for himself. Thank goodness it's a nice overcast, cool day today. He hasn't overheated in any way. And I did take the opportunity whilst he was completely knocked out to brush this side of him. The other side still looks like a woolly sheep and this side looks all beautiful and groomed. Beautiful day. I've got my jumper on, about to go into the caves.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to make that start on that project.
Yes.
It's actually midweek. We haven't got anything done this week so far because of things. Life gets in the way sometimes and you can't actually do anything.
Correct. But we'll make up for it. Not a problem.
Yes. I still haven't done the weeds. I was intending to do that today, but another bit of life
got in the way,
which I don't mind at all because it was really nice to have the conversation. So, right, let's go and clear cave 1 so we've got a better working space and we'll show you what we're going to be doing.
So after all the work we did, we've changed our minds.
Yes.
What we're planning to do is take this off on both sides of the fireplace and we're going to clad it with, we've actually got facing stones. They're very thin, they're especially for cladding. People use them for the outsides of houses and such like. And we're going to be doing that on this fireplace.
Yes, and possibly the other one as well.
Possibly.
We'll see.
Definitely for this one.
Yes, because I think it'll break it up and it'll look nice. With that in mind, we're going to move all this lot that's there.
This is the living room set.
Yeah.
Which has got leftover bits from kitchen cupboards and outside chair cushions, and actually the boxes can go on the floor to save the floor from getting any lime on it.
Yes.
And re-clean the floor, so that's good.
Yep.
We need to move all of this into there.
Into this area here.
Then we've got a nice working space.
And then we'll start over there tomorrow.
Yeah. Because
it's late-ish in the afternoon and we've got other things to get done.
Yes. We weren't starting this till tomorrow.
No. It's going to come off really easy.
Cool.
Yeah, there is actually a couple of spots where it hasn't taken. Look, it's not completely clean.
Yeah.
And then other bits where it has taken, I've just struggled to get it off. Well, not struggled, but yeah. So again, now look, it hasn't taken.
It's a good job of taking it off then.
Yes, it is. Finally, going to cut these weeds. I'm going to do it before the sun really gets round on here because it'll be too hot. I'm only doing these weeds, and the only reason I can only do them with this is because there isn't enough gap to go with the strimmer, which would be perfect. And I don't believe the weed killer we've finally got, will attack such big growth to start with. I think it'll be, because it's not a really aggressive one, because of where we are, I think it needs a bit of a helping hand, so I'll get them cut. There's a bit of a mess down there, but we're hopefully going to get somebody to come and quickly go over the land anyway.
Yeah.
Again, but we don't really want to turn it because it's bad for soil structure, in our opinion.
It's a catch-22 between getting rid of the weeds but actually looking after the land. Dogs are devastated. They love going down there. Yes. That's where they broke through and we had to repair the fence because they love to go down.
I'm going to have to cut these canes down.
So you can get to it?
Yeah. Won't take long.
I'm staying up here to keep control in case somebody decides to try and dig through to get to Chris.
Yeah, good idea.
Dover's on alert because there's somebody walking on that road over there with 2 little dogs. Oh, there you are. Down in the jungle.
Yeah. Could do one of them big machete knives you see on the films of people going through jungles.
Yeah. She thought you were giving her that piece.
Sorry?
She thought you were giving her that piece when it fell this way.
No chance. We've had a request for these.
We have.
Already. Where one of the neighbours has asked us if we can, when we cut them down, if we can dry them out for them. So I'm going to leave them down here to dry.
Yep. Apparently this is where I'm crouched to video you. This must be the best spot. I've got a puppy sitting on my lap
Yeah.
to get the best view.
That's it. It'd be a lot easier with a strimmer blade attachment. Unfortunately, the way this is, I can't, because it's all rocks and piled up. These bamboo canes, whatever they are, look quite nice, but they are incredibly destructive.
Yes.
There doesn't seem to be anything that can stop the tubers and that lot, and then them going through the break out bits of rock walls, which we've got along here and further down. They just grow through anything. Right, let's see what I can pull out and what I have to cut out.
Come on, out the way, mine.
That one's not too bad to pull out, I don't think. There's lots of stony rubble here.
Yeah, be careful you don't slip.
Yes.
Look at the taproot on that.
I know, and that's growing into the wall. Again, causing problems.
That's ridiculous.
Them ones are even worse.
Yeah, the
We'll
ones
put
over
them
there
there to die and dry out, and then...
Those ones over there that look a bit like rhubarb, their stem. We'll get to those in a minute. Those are horrendous.
Yeah, you can't pull them out. Let's do it there. Flipping it, this one's a beastie. And do you remember last time when I did this, somebody decided I needed watering?
Yes. So Chris was this side, that side of the fence. I was this side of the fence. Freya didn't exist at that point. And Loki decided he was going to help because Chris looked hot, so he decided to wee on him.
Yeah. I managed to get out of the way just in time. There's a lot of cleaning up to do. Wait till it's dry, it'll be lighter. And we're not allowed to burn again.
No, I was just about to say we can't leave it to dry and then burn it. We're going to have to leave it to dry and then pay to have it taken away because there's that much of it.
Yeah. Agricultural burning is banned now until October.
Yes, and the whole of the Valencian can be out.
Yes.
Valencian government has decided.
But you can have barbecues.
you can hear.
I think this is too thick for me to cut in with these. Oh no. It's like a beetroot or something inside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, put it somewhere where it can dry out, dehydrate. I'll pick them up on the way back and put them on top of that IBC.
Yeah.
Okay, so destruction of the wall through these things. The base of this one's actually grown inside a block, blocks like these, and it's broken it. There you go. It's done that. That has destroyed that whole block.
Is the other half of the block still inside?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Luckily it's not near a fence pole.
Yeah. And on a side note, just the only reason Chris is able to do this today is not because he's powered by beer, like our motto is, powered by beer and vermouth. He's powered by the power of pie. He had a chicken and mushroom pie for his supper last night.
Yes, homemade.
Homemade, he was so excited. I want pie, I want pie. He had pie. And now he's got strength to do this, and maybe I should feed him pie more often.
Yes. Yeah, that's an example of a younger one of these weird things. Went for that route.
Yeah.
I managed to pull it out because it had gone sort of like sideways. And we decided we're going to get the local guy who does the skips. He also does tree cutting and everything else like that. We're going to contact him and see if he'll come and clear all this lot for us, instead of leaving it to potentially dry out and become a fire risk.
Yes. Good job, well done.
Yes, very, very good.
Look at that. All cut down.
Yes.
Looking really good.
Apart from that mess.
Apart from that mess, I have been in touch with the guy who does the waste removal and gardening services and all sorts of other things. He's going to come and give me a price for taking all this away and cutting down these ones that have got really nasty spikes on them.
Oh, they're awful, they are.
They're horrendous.
Yes, they are.
And also they've got, that company's got an industrial machine that will deal with the rocks that are actually under this slope down here.
Hopefully.
So, get a price off him to get all that taken away. On a side note, in our stock over here, these are the rocks that we're actually going to be using for cladding on the front of the fireplaces. You can see they're thin facing rocks. And we bought those at the same time as we bought the slate that we actually used on our fireplace in our living room. That's how long they've been here. Years.
Yes.
Look how white the rocks are at the marine fish tank. Bleached in the sun.
Yes.
Have to get those listed on the internet, and hopefully somebody with a marine fish tank will want to buy them off us.
Yes, because they're not cheap.
They're not.
Expensive rocks.
Too expensive for me to make a rockery out of.
Very much so, and they're actually sold by the kilo.
I know.
Yeah, we actually need to, once done that fireplace, then get on with starting to build that fish tank back.
Yes.
So, a couple of weeks or so.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get on with it again. Yeah.
This looks completely different.
Yes. Still got, as we showed, that rock there, that brick there's got to be repaired.
Yes.
And maybe if we can stop them nasties, them big ones, plants, them ones there that are cut out, from growing, if the killer kills them, then maybe we can plant something the other side
So it will look nice.
Yeah, like that ice plant or something like that, because that'd look really nice if it was to grow along and then go over.
Yes,
but
it would.
That stuff will grow through that, whereas it covers other weeds because it just
Suffocates them. Yes.
Yeah. That'd be nice to just grow along there.
Yeah, we'll have to look at that.
Yeah.
Got enough of it for cuttings. If
Well, as long as
somebody
Freya
will stop eating them.
Yeah, as long as that one stops eating them.
Freya, talking about you again for a change.
And an update on my little man.
Yes. Where is he?
He's over there.
Let's go and have a look at him. Now then, Pocodo, are you a good boy? How are you feeling? You're going to tell everybody all about it.
Yes, you're feeling a lot better since you're on your special medicine, don't you, my little man?
And we are trying incredibly hard to damp down any mad playing sessions that these guys do regularly.
He's done this since he was a little tiny puppy. He
Yes, he
sticks
has.
his nose between your legs, well, at the time it was ankles, but as he's got higher, he's gone further up your legs. Yes, your magic medicine's working, isn't it, mate? Long may it last, and hopefully you'll be fixed this time.
What fur you're pulling out of him?
I know.
Oh.
She's eating some more of that ice plant. Freya, no!
Freya,
You are
drop it.
a crazy dog.
Up.
It's not poisonous to him, it's just that
Girl.
we're getting less and less and less of it. We could have planted that over there. We've actually got a local guy who takes all the scrap metal. He's coming to take all this for us. There's that chair there and that other chair there. They need replacing because they're broke.
There's various bits and pieces we've put into this excuse me, builder's bag. Just rubbly type stuff that I can't lift to put in the car to then take to the eco park.
Yeah,
And
it's not heavy.
No.
It's not, certainly not heavy.
No. I had got some bits of metal for him. So I said, would you come and collect the bits of metal, which we always save for him, which he thinks is great. I said, seeing as you're bringing your trailer, could you possibly take some stuff to the eco park for me and I'll pay you for your time? He said, no. I said, no, don't you want the metal? He said, no, you're not paying me. Yes, of course, I'm on my way. I'll see you later. Okay.
So, that's brilliant.
Yes.
He gets a little bit of a few cents from the scrap metal. I don't know if he'll try and get the metal from that or not, or he might even try and repair it himself, actually. And then this area cleared again.
I know, it's really good. It builds up. Just not much, but it builds up and you get rid of it afterwards. It's, oh, this is nice.
Yes. Yes, it is. So, I've done the weeding. We was going to start in the caves,
Yep.
but we'll leave that till tomorrow now.
Yes.
And then we've got a full day at it, as opposed to it could turn up any time. That's the thing.
But it's also us being lazy. It's a nice day, and
Yes.
why not?
Exactly.
Let's not break our backs over this.
No. Right. I don't know what else we can do other than take stuff off in the caves, but I can't be bothered today.
Okay.
It's 3 o'clock gone. I just can't be bothered.
Okay. That's fair. I'm not complaining. An update on what is happening with the tourist licence application. I eventually got my appointment to go and see the town hall architect, and I took my duly drawn map by the other architect I employed to do the floor plan and took it down to him and went, ta-da, here you go, this is just what you wanted. He went, no, it's not. I said, pardon, you wanted a floor plan of the caves? He said, yes, but each room hasn't got its dimensions on it written, yeah, so 3.2 by 2.7 or whatever. I went, okay, but it has a scale at the bottom that says 1 to 100, and it was drawn by an architect, and you were an architect, so surely you can read it. He said, no, that's not what I want. I want each dimension putting on there to show exactly what size each room is without me having to get a ruler out. I said, okay, tell you what, will you ring my architect, tell him exactly what you want, I will authorise it, he will do it, I will bring it to you, and we can move on to the next stage of the licence. He said, yes, no problem. I'll write it down. I waited, That day, nothing. He hadn't rung my architect. I rang him to check. That was on Friday. Monday, same thing. Damon Swanson, by this point, I'm using language significantly stronger than what you actually put in the comments. Tuesday, he still hadn't rung my architect, so I went down to the town hall and spoke to the lady that takes diary entries for what the town hall architect has to do when he comes. I said, could you possibly remind him that he's supposed to be ringing my architect to tell him exactly what is wanted so that we can continue to get this job done? She went, yes, of course. I'll write it in here and I'll make sure it's written nicely and I'll ask it nicely. I said, yes, please do. I don't want to go in all guns blazing and potentially alienate somebody. But if you could remind him that he is supposed to be calling my architect, I would really appreciate it. So, as it stands, I'm stuck in no man's land. There's nothing more I can do. I have to wait for town hall architect to talk to my architect. And meanwhile, I'm going to enjoy the Spanish sunshine.
Thanks for watching Tales from the Cave Side. If you like what we do, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Drop us a like and leave us a comment. See you on the next one.